Let's take a look at Sister Squash. The squash grows close to the ground, providing shade and holding in moisture and less weed growth. Similar to our family, providing a shelter, clothing, and food to help nourish our body and minds, and providing spiritual growth in prayer and in ceremonies. As the plants grow and reach towards the sky, drawn into sun rays and soaking up the rain when it falls,
Mr. Baker, call extension 142.
we do the same, looking for guidance for the Creator of all. Our family knowledge and traditions. Just as the corn, beans, and squash grow together, and they grow stronger in relationship to one another, so does family grow stronger together. Parents hoping for their child to grow up ready to take their place in the family community, to live a good life with family knowledge and traditions. The corn, beans, and squash work together to thrive and survive, just as a family lives in relationship to each other to work so that they can thrive and survive. Research the internet about gardening, and for more information on the three sisters. Family gardening is a great way to teach, to learn, to share stories, learn to talk and communicate with each other, time to ask lots of questions, and a sure way to feel emotionally well as you see the plants grow from your patience, your consistent care of watering and weeding, and your gardening thoughts and prayers. And from the help of your voice and hands, when it's time to harvest, give thanks to Mother Earth, to family who helped and provided money for seeds and gardening tools, and to share with family who may be less fortunate or incapable to plant a garden. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the Three Sisters story. When I was preparing for this presentation, I went into prayer and I was talking to the Creator and I was asking Him for help. I said, I want to present to these students and I want them to remember something that's real important. And so last week, when I finally sat down at the computer and I started to type, this is what came. So the oldest sister, remember the oldest sister is Sister Corn? And the middle sister is Sister Bean. The youngest sister is Sister Squash. Sister Corn was grown first. Sister Corn was beautiful with her long dangling leaves and corn silk hair. Sister Corn grew tall and straight, reaching high towards the Creator. The Creator had a love for Sister Corn and would help nourish her roots. So she's the oldest sister. She's planted first in the garden. Then came, a few weeks later, Sister Squash pushes through the soil of Mother Earth, yapping about the struggle to wait now, sorry. One Sister Corn was 2 feet tall, then Sister Bean was planted near the footstock of Sister Corn. And 2 weeks later, Sister Bean emerges through the soil of Mother Earth. Everybody sign this? Through the soil of Mother Earth. Tiny and grateful to see the blue sky and the warmth of the sun, Sister Corn welcomes her and is delighted to see Sister Bean and encourages Sister Bean to grow and to use my stalk to climb up and around. Together we can help each other as a family does.
Mr. Baker's room, I'm sorry, Sandra. But there's no accepting the schedule. Mr. Baker's supposed to be, his room is supposed to be in the gym.
Okay, do you want to take them now?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Baker, my stalk to climb up and around. Together we can help each other as a family does. 2 beautiful sisters grown side by side, each entwined with love and hope, both growing towards the Creator. Sister Corn and Sister Bean had a few weeks to enjoy each other's company, laughing and playing in the soft wind, and giggling when the Creator showered them with divine water. They enjoyed each other's company and were so happy to be sisters. A few weeks later, Sister Squash pushes through the soil of Mother Earth, yapping, "Ow!" about the struggle to push through the soil. Sister Squash looks around and sees two beautiful entwined plants, one so tall and the other climbing along the other. Sister Squash says, "Bonjour." The other sisters introduce themselves to Sister Squash. Sister Corn welcomes Sister Squash and telling Sister Squash, "We have been waiting for your arrival." Sister Squash, humbled to be welcomed so lovingly, Sister Squash blurted out that she was glad to be among beautiful sisters. As the weeks passed, each sister grew stronger alongside each other. Sister Squash vined along the ground with giant leaves and bright yellow flowers. Sister Squash's vines entwined her two sisters, and together the three sisters grew in strength and in size and in beauty, developing a perfect harmony with each other and in friendship. They felt blessed by the Creator to grow together. They laughed and they giggled and flourished in the rain and the sun. Each sister gave to the other. Sister Cornstalk became a trellis for Sister Bean to climb, and Sister Bean captured nitrogen from the air and deposited it into the soil along the three sisters to help each of them grow. Whereas Sister Squash's huge leaves formed a covering around the three sisters that gave shade and held moisture in for the three sisters to grow. Each sister in need of each other, just like a family and friends, each sharing their gifts from the Creator to strengthen and support each other into the best version of yourself. How are you helping yourself to grow into the best version of yourself? So when we look at relationships between the three sisters, they each had a gift to share. And each of you have a gift to share. But you have to figure out what is that gift? Is it the gift to get up and present? The gift to shower love and kindness? Is it the gift to be a good friend, to be a good listener? Plus, you're going to utilize your knowledge. You have lots of knowledge up here. But you have to listen. And if you were to unscramble the word listen, you would get the word silent. So in order to gain wisdom, you have to silent yourself in order to hear. So when you're looking at relationships in your circle of friends, your family circle, you want to see, am I being nourished? Are they telling me, are they sharing lots of love and kindness with me to help me to grow into a kind, loving person? Am I being respected? And am I showering others with respect? Am I getting the courage to do things that are hard? And when I learn and I do great things, am I humble about that? And do I share my honesty when I am wrong? And in all of those teachings is truth. Truth to yourself. Truth to live a good life. So remember, your relationships are entwined. And if you're around good, positive people and in friends and in family, you're going to be nourished to grow up to be a good person, to be a good neighbor, to be somebody with lots of love and kindness. So remember, you have the power here. Your mind, you can have a better, brighter mind. So remember that you have that strength and you have a great gift. Utilize it. Utilize it to share yourself in a good, positive way. How are we at? Are they going to be time buzzing us?